Here we go again, guys. Here we go again. Tasia Fortune, black woman, basically hanging from a tree. That's right. Ain't that amazing? Let's talk about it, gang. Tasia Fortune was found hanging from a tree. You know, like the trees. There you see? And the black community is already blaming white people. That's right. We got to talk about it because it's just absolutely amazing, guys. The things that actually go on when it comes to these kind of stories. I don't know what's going on, guys. I really don't understand. But what's crazy about this is that they found her body hanging from a tree at an abandoned house in the black community. But for some strange reason, the so-called what this brother called him, I think his name is conservative black something.
We gotta continue our coverage
of
the lies and falsehoods.
I like the ring of that
spread by the pro-black
talking point. Let me make sure I find his username so I can give proper credit where credit is due. I like the way that sounds, you know, the pro blackity blacks.
We gotta continue our coverage of the lies and falsehoods that are being spread by the pro-blackity blacks.
I don't even see it. Thought I did. But who cares? They're already blaming white people for her death. Already. No evidence, no proof, no foul play. But the so-called grifters, they already jumped on board. They already going ham. They are talking about it. They are spreading all sorts of misinformation already. They are out here literally basically blaming white people for her death. It's amazing. I don't get it. I don't understand. But that is where everybody is right now, guys. And I want to look into the case because they're saying that she took her life. At first, I didn't know what or who the person was because when I first saw the reports, they were saying that she identifies as a woman. So I'm like, is it a transgender person? I don't know. I don't know if the person is transgender. I don't know if the person, whatchamacallit, I don't know. But basically, that's what we're looking at. They were hanging from a tree, and for whatever reason, the so-called grifters are all on the case, blaming white people once again. This is what they're doing, guys. And I'm trying to figure out what's really going on. You know, like, what's really happening? Why? Why is it that every time somebody end up dying, the black community goes straight to blaming white people for these deaths? I'm trying to figure out what's going on, guys, because to me, that's sick. Because there's no evidence of foul play. There's no suspects. And you know, thinking of suspects, a guy was arrested in connection to, I guess, possibly the death of that woman. They got some guy, one guy in particular was arrested, and I don't know if he did it. I don't know if he committed the crime. I don't know. But they got one guy in custody, and they're not saying that he was responsible. They're not saying that, but they claim that he had an argument with the woman. So if he had an argument with the woman, it could have been a situation where maybe he did it. Maybe he did it, you know? But now the black community is blaming white people for it. And I'm trying to figure out, like, is this like the new hustle that is going on social media, where anytime somebody is white, you just blame them for the death of someone else? Like, I don't get it, guys. I really don't get it. I don't get it, guys. I don't get what's going on with social media and how anytime somebody die that is black, the pro-blackity blacks, they go to blaming everything on white folk. It's amazing, guys. It's absolutely amazing what is going on social media. And I just want to talk about it. Because, you know, they call me all sorts of names for speaking the truth and talking about these topics and whatnot. But I'm just a guy that is trying to figure out what's going on. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to figure out what's happening, who's right, who's wrong. And instead I get blamed when I'm just asking questions like, what's really going on? Like, do black folks sit around and wait for people to die just so they could come on social media and blame white people for it? Because that seems to be what it is. And anytime I speak out against these issues, they say that I'm not black, that I'm a hater, and I need to be canceled and all this dumb stuff. And I'm like, look, man, y'all gotta stop with this hate that you guys got. I don't know what kind of hate you guys got for white folk, but it's a sickness that you guys have, where anytime somebody black is hanging from a tree, you guys come on social media and y'all say the dumbest stuff. Y'all be saying stuff like, oh, black people won't hang themselves from a tree. Where y'all get that nonsense from, that black people won't hang themselves from a tree? It's the dumbest thing ever. When people take their life, you can't dictate the way in which they do it because they're black. That's the dumbest thing ever, guys. But this is the world we live in. People decide how we would take our own life. Like, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense at all. You know? And then their excuse is, well, black folk won't hang themselves because our ancestors were lynched. That's the dumbest thing ever. So you have people that take their life via a gun, pills, everything. What's the difference? You know what I'm saying? What's the real difference when it comes to all of this stuff? It don't make no sense, guys. But this is the world we live in. And nobody want to talk about it. But I'm going to look into the case, guys. I'm going to find out what's going on and possibly share my thoughts and my expertise, because this stuff is getting too crazy. I seen one grifter, he was talking about it, and he kept talking about, oh, these raccoons. He keep calling us raccoons. I'm gonna do a whole video where I'm gonna talk about what he had to say, because he is a major grifter and he been lying the whole time about this particular case. It's like every day there's a new case, they jump on board the bandwagon and begin to go out there and lie. But we're gonna talk about that, guys, later on. I gotta continue my series with Umar Johnson and whatnot. I'm gonna get back to doing my workout, and it is what it is, guys. So rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Now again, she was found in a predominantly black community behind a house, basically hanging from a tree, and the internet blamed white people for it. What do you think? Leave a comment. Let me know who did it. Who did it? Leave a comment. I'm out. Peace.